When winter falls over our world, can hope for tomorrow and raise our eyes to a silver moon in the open skies and a single flag unfurled. For the eagle has landed. Tell your children when time won't drive us down to dust again. We know well what time can tell. If you would not perish, then grow. And today our fragile flesh and steel have laid their hands on a vaster wheel with all of the stars to know that the eagle has landed. Tell your children when time won't drive us down to dust again. From all who tried out of history's tide, salute for the team that won. And the old earth smiles at her children's reach, the wave that carried us off the beach to reach for the shining sun. For the eagle has landed. Tell your children when time won't drive us down to dust again. After 4 days mounting the tree, began to remember this old song I wrote many, many years ago, in which, thus I summarize Atlas Shrugged in 4 verses. Match that, Ayn Rand. Actually, I thought this up one when I was working as a center kicker, yard clerk in Robie Street Yard in Chicago, or the freight yards. Wish I could have kept the job, but they were closing out the yard. And every day I used to see the grain trains roll through, dragging these huge 100-ton freighter cars. I was quite impressed to see those things loaded. Watching the 100-ton grain cars rolling past, 100 cars per train. Well, this just sort of naturally fell into place. I expect you all to join on the chorus if you know it. Right. Chorus is: as I was going up from town, I saw the grain trains rolling down. Every day, 100 trains, every train, 100 cars, every car, 100 tons, every ton, 100 sacks, every sack, 10,000 grains. And that's what cities get from trains. We don't know this one. Some politicians lacking brains said in voices dripping sweet, we don't really need the trains, the railroads all are obsolete. Did you know that the Amtrak officials were seriously considering cutting out the entire service of the western part of the United States until he got there? Their union strong, it makes demands. They guard their yards with railroad dicks who kick our cops clean off their lands and do not like our politics. As you were, as I was going up town, I saw the grain trains rolling down every day. 100 trains, every train, 100 cars, and every car, 100 tons, every ton, 100 sacks, Politicians passed some laws to screw more money off the trains and deeper dip their pudgy paws in more control of railroad games. The railroad said, get off our land. They went on strike to show their peak. The grain trains stopped their rolling and the city starved within a week. As I was rolling down from town, I saw the grain trains rolling down. Every day 100 trains, every train 100 cars, every car 100 tons, every ton 100 sacks, every sack 10,000 grains. And that's what city of trains. The hunger riots burned and rose and battered down the State House door, and all those fat politicos were killed and eaten by the poor. And with the city out of joint and no more politician men, the railroad said they proved their point and sent the grain trains down again. As I was going up and down, I saw the grain trains rolling down. Every day 100 trains, every train 100 cars, every car 100 tons, every ton 100 sacks, every sack 10,000 grains. And that's the city from trains. Keep those SP tracks intact.
On tape.
A little more to the future.
Did you say scold? Of course, it's got ice in it.
Damn right it's cold. Another one for you to sing the chorus on. This is a little kid's teaching song from after World War III, assuming anybody survives. Black powder and alcohol, when the states and the cities fall, when your back is against the wall. Black powder and alcohol. Remember now. Give me charcoal to the measure two. Place the bullet where you want it to. Give me sulfur to the measure 3. Make that stuff that's gonna keep you free. Give me saltpeter to measure 15. Sweetest shooting that you've ever seen. Black powder and alcohol, when the states and the cities fall, when your back is against the wall. Black powder and alcohol. Give me water, yeast, and veggie trash. Leave it sitting in the slurry mash. When it's ready, put it in the stew. If you can't heat it, then the sunlight will. Draw the alcohol away and then you put the slurry back and start it again. Black powder and alcohol, when the states and the cities fall, when your back is against the wall. Black powder and alcohol. Booze will clean your guts, will run your car. You can make it anywhere you are. Black powder in your car should show. They'll say the robbers running clean to hell. You can make them if you just know how. So kids, remember what I'm telling you now. Black powder and alcohol, when the states and the cities fall, when your back is against the wall. Black powder and alcohol. One more time. Black powder and alcohol, when the states and the cities fall, when your back is against the wall. Black powder and alcohol. can't match anybody. Okay, who else?
It's something like powder, right?
Liquid fuel. I'm in favor of liquid fuel. Come on. Monster.
No, she's.
Okay. Confession time. Who out there is really a secret Dirty Harry fan? Come on, let's see the hands.
Secret?
Next to my target.
Remember, we carry concealed weapons, so don't make forget.
Look, now you know what I'm carrying, besides coal. What's that?
There is a variation on that. It's a poster that somebody in the Navy made up, which shows a turret on a battleship with all 3 16-inch guns pointing out. Go ahead, make my day.
No, he's certainly become an honorary character all around San Francisco.
Carmel, there.
Well, they claim not to like him in Berkeley, but that's only the officials talking. How about the chorus now? See him stalking day or night the cities of the bay. Like some veteran tiger come to hunt his chosen prey. He'll never lack for targets here, for scum will always rise. And to the man who guards your streets, that comes as no surprise. And who will be the guardian to take your dangers on? Who will guard your sleep at night when Dirty Harry's gone? For one intends a predator who treats the rest as prey. So someone's always needed here to drive those wolves away. We never left the jungle, we just brought it into town. The leopards took on human form and follow us around. And who will be the guardian to take your dangers on? Who will guard your sleep at night when Dirty Harry's gone? Who will dare deny him there and say it isn't so? Must claim there is no street at night they wouldn't dare to go. That charity or righteousness will keep them safe from harm. And if their own front door is shut, the whole wide world is warm. And who will be the guardian to take your dangers on? Who will guard your sleep at night when Dirty Harry's gone? Who will say the job is wrong and shouldn't be at all? Must then take up the gun themselves to guard each door and wall. Must spend their nights in sentry rounds, their days in packing heat. It's easier to pay the man full time to guard your street. And who will be the guardian to take your dangers on? Who will guard your sleep at night when Dirty Harry's gone? Evolution never stopped, we always have to choose. The folk who waits to mug you is collecting Darwin's dues. And you can't try hyenas off by kneeling down to pray. So who will raise the weapon then to keep the beasts at bay? And who will be the guardian to take your dangers on? Who will guard your sleep at night when Dirty Harry's gone? Run like deer or die like sheep or take what's the use of this looting and pillaging? Swinging my ray gun through blood, guts, and gore. Raping and robbing and losing, grow boring. The life of a pirate's no fun anymore. No fun anymore, no fun anymore. It's only a job, it's no fun anymore. Always the same, all planning and ambushing, pouncing, attacking, and hauling away. The whoring and boozing and passing out afterwards, it's getting monotonous day after day. Day after day, day after day, it's boring as hell fighting day after day. I've bounced in more beds than there's hairs on my you-know-what. I've heard enough bastards to crew my own ship. I've never had time to stay home and raise one of them. So what will I have when I've emptied my clip? Emptied my clip, emptied my clip. Who'll call me dad when I've emptied my clip? I've got an itch to go do something different. Get a good farm and a nice buxom bride. Raise some tall crops and a lot of fat babies. Complacency's one sin that I've never tried. I've never tried, I've never tried playing good sitters, and I've never tried. Anyway, another cute little teaching tale from after World War III. Just got a simple chorus, which I expect you all to join in on, kiddies.
This one we learn quick.
All right. Blue bread mold, the story must be told. Nothing keeps you living like the blue bread mold. Blue bread mold, the story must be told. Nothing keeps you living like the blue bread mold. You got it. Line up, you survivors, the doctors come to town. Tell me all your symptoms, please, and haul your trousers down. Half your troubles these days don't need to be told, but I can cure the other half with blue bread mold. Blue bread mold, the story must be told. Nothing keeps you living like the blue bread mold. Blue bread mold, the story must be told. Nothing keeps you living like the blue bread mold. Now I notice that you're bleeding and Liz's monthly flow. How you got yourself cut up, I don't need to know. But wash your wounds with alcohol before they're dry and cold. And finish with a dusting of the blue bread mold. Blue bread mold, the story must be told. Nothing keeps you living like the blue bread mold. Blue bread mold, the story must be told. Nothing keeps you living like the blue bread mold. Now you've left this gut too long, it's stinking and it's blue. But don't consider suicide, I've just the thing for you. Come here, you guys, and hold them down if you would be so bold. We'll clean this out with bleach and then with blue bread mold. Blue bread mold, the story must be told. Nothing keeps you living like the blue bread mold. Blue bread mold, the story must be told. Nothing keeps you living like the blue bread mold. And you've got a nasty cough, a fever, and the shakes. So swallow this stuff twice a day, a spoonful's all it takes. That'll cure it proper, if it ain't the common cold. For 10 days gobble garlic juice and blue bread mold. Blue bread mold, the story must be told. Nothing keeps you living like the blue bread mold. Blue bread mold, the story must be told. Nothing keeps you living like the blue bread mold. Now you look strong and healthy beef, so what's the problem, please? You say there's just no flavor in your local goat milk cheese. Well, dust this powder on the curd, stir and roll and fold. You can change your cheese to Roquefort with the blue bread mold. Blue bread mold, the story must be told. Nothing keeps you living like the blue bread mold. Blue bread mold, the story must be told. Nothing keeps you living like the blue bread mold. So listen to your traveling doc before I have to go. To keep your wounds and water clean, you already know. But listen, you survivors, if you plan on growing old, then keep a generous green stock of blue bread mold. Blue bread mold, the story must be told. Nothing keeps you living like the blue bread mold. Blue bread mold, the story must be told. Nothing keeps you living like the blue bread mold. Blue bread mold, a treasure more than gold. You can call it penicillin, but it's blue bread mold.
Blues?
Baby, please don't go. Baby, please don't go. Baby, please don't leave me alone to die of a broken heart at the bottom of the sky. I'm all alone down here. I'm all alone down here. Out of worlds and times that are left behind, you're the only one truly knows my mind. Baby, please don't go. Baby, please don't go. Baby, please don't go. Take your love away. Got some scores to pay. Baby, please don't go. The stars are closing down. The stars are closing down. And the night between them is all I'll know. If you leave me here, baby, please don't go. Lover, please don't go. Lover, please don't go. stuff.
Swamp yes?
She actually trying to guess.
It's one of the oldest protest songs I've got. What a fact, I wrote the tune back in 1965. The words written 100 years previously by Rudyard Kipling. I don't know, they were Kipling. Heard of kippered herring, it's kippered fish. Bear in mind that I said it's written over 100 years ago. I'm telling you if anything has changed.
Not much.
All we have of freedom, all we use or know, our forefathers fought for us many years ago. Ancient right unnoticed as breath we draw, we used to live by no man's leave under nature's law. So they bought us freedom, not at little cost. Therefore we must watch for kings, lest our gain be lost. Over all things certain, this is sure indeed. Suffer not the old king, for we know the breed. Give no ear to bondsmen bidding us endure. Whining he is weak and far, crying time will cure. They would beg us barter, wait his yielding mood. On the years we hold in trust, pledge the years we hold in trust, on our brother's blood. How so great their clamor, how so good their claim, suffer not the old king under any name. Nothing here unproven, nothing new to learn. It is written what shall fall if the king returns. He will mark our goings, question whence we came, set his guards about us all in freedom's name. He will take a tribute, toll of all our wear. He will change our gold for arms that we may not bear. Watchers neath our, he will peep and mutter, and the night shall bring watchers neath our window, lest we mock the king. Strangers of his counsel, hirelings of his pay, these will deal our justice out, shall deny delay. Fork, fork, fork. We shall drink dishonor, we shall eat abuse, for the land we live in, for the tongue we use. We will take our station, dirt beneath his feet, while his hired captains jeer us in the street. Cruel in the shadow, crafty in the sun, far beyond his border shall his teachings run. Long forgotten bondage, dwarfing heart and brain, all our fathers died to loose, he shall bind again. Nothing here is guessed at random or untrue. Swings the wheel full circle, brims the cup anew. Nothing here unproven, nothing here is hid. Step by step and word for word, so the old kings did. Step by step, word for word, who his rules may read. Suffer not the old king, for we know the breed. All the right they promise, all the wrong they bring. Keepers of the judgment, suffer not the king. Ran those weird E shapes anyway. Oh, we were born of desperate times, invasion, plague, and rout. It took our brain boys long enough to figure the enemy out. But humans never have been slow at learning methods of war. Meet the ecological engineering corps. All the enemy uses living used machines for that and thought us easy fools. But then, since they met our monster ships, they don't think that anymore. Not the Ecological Engineering Corps. Our ships are giant cloning labs that hunt through battle space. And we keep tissue samples here from every world and race. And even reconstructions like the occasional dinosaur. We're the Ecological Engineering Corps. We've countless plagues to wreck the world or just its food supply. We've nightmare beasts to break morale and brand new ways to die. So better put out the welcome mat when we come knock on your door. We're the Ecological Engineering Corps. As it very soon will be, then what becomes of fighting ships and scientists such as we? We'll never doubt the future folk can use the tools and lore of the Ecological Engineering Corps, of the Ecological Engineering Corps. So why shouldn't I beat my slave? I bought him fair and square. He's just some foreigner from the next town, and they're not real people there. Besides, I've suffered a lousy day, and it's only right someone else should pay. Besides, he's sulky and runs away, and he won't mind me. It's the same old game, just a different name. You can play it in the stars or in the mud. For power corrupts, and it fills its cups from the first to the last with innocent blood. Why not persecute Protestants? They defy the church and God. The Bible tells us for malcontents it's wrong to spare the rod. To heretics no quarter give, nor suffer witches or Jews to live. I see no fitting alternative, since they won't mind me. It's the same old game, just a different name. You can play it in the stars or in the mud. For power corrupts, and it fills its cups from the first to the last with innocent blood. Hey, why shouldn't I stomp on blacks? They ain't like you and me. All they're good for is serving whites should never have been set free. Everyone knows they steal and lie, can't read or write or else just get by. And they get too uppity when they try, and they won't mind me. It's the same old game, just a different name. You can play it in the stars or in the mud. For power corrupts, and it fills its cups from the first to the last with innocent blood. Why not slap my woman around? She needs it now and then. She always nags that I treat her wrong, and she looks at other men. Look. When I come home from a long hard day, I want my dinner, not all her say. She's always trying to get her way, and she won't mind me. It's the same old game, just a different name. You can play it in the stars or in the mud. For power corrupts, and it fills its cups from the first to the last with innocent blood. So why why shouldn't I smack my kid? Ain't he my flesh and blood? His clothes are awful, his music's worse, his taste in friends is crud. He goes to parties whenever he can, where kids do things that we ought to ban. He ought to listen to his old man, but he won't mind me. It's the same old game, just a different name. You can play it in the stars or in the mud. For power corrupts, and it fills its cups from the first to the last with innocent blood. Why shouldn't we stomp ETs? They got so damn much gall. They got no science or industry, but they won't trade with us at all. Their planet's rich in all kinds of ore, but they won't let us dig anymore. Ungrateful primitives, furthermore, they won't mind me. It's the same old game, just a different name. You can play it in the stars or in the mud. For power corrupts, and it fills its cups from the first to the last with innocent blood. With blood, with endless seas of innocent blood. Very simple chorus, which I think you'll all like. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Gotta crack up in your hands like this. Go ahead. That's good. We don't like this world we've made. Bring it down, bring it down. We take World War III in trade. Bring it down, bring it down. Risk the fire in the midnight sky and the rain of hell when the ashes fly. Just so long as our masters die. Bring it down, bring it down. Bring it down, bring it down. Bring it down, bring it down. We don't like society. Bring it down, bring it down. No one, nothing here is free. Bring it down, bring it down. Freedom's dream has fallen far. A million rules have dimmed its stars. We don't like the way we are. Bring it down, bring it down. Bring it down, bring it down. Bring it down, bring it down. Laws and orders hem us in. Bring it down, bring it down. Give us our frontier again. Bring it down, bring it down. Slowly growing decentrate bends the bars of the paper cage until the gear wheels disengage. Bring it down, bring it down. Bring it down, bring it down. Bring it down, bring it down. Reform will save the day. Bring it down, bring it down. Sweep this garbage all away. Bring it down, bring it down. Fearless rage and deathless hate grow the worse the more we wait. To save our planet, smash the state. Bring it down, bring it down. Bring it down, bring it down. Oh, bring it down, bring it down. Hey, bring it down, bring it down. Now you're all amateurs, yeah, by association.
A lot of us were anyway.
Yeah, right. be hanged for a sheep as a lamb, right?
Hey, only if there's an FBI agent in here taking names.
Sounds carefully.
It's all right. Force him until he down. We'll drive him crazy before the night's through. Okay, for a wind-up, my fingers are tired. I need a break. I'm deciding to finish off the tune. I'm good at this one. It's my tune and Don Simpson's words. He writes very few poems that get turned to songs, but they're all good. Once there was a ship of stone that orbited a mighty star, and from it flew the first ship's crew, whose children we all are. And no matter how long we've drawn our track, still over our shoulder looking back, the hydrogen's hiss and the methane's moan, past the polymer clouds of the dead star shrouds, all our roads run back to the ship of stone. There the first crew all were made and wakened from unknowing sleep by the boundless sight of heaven's height and the fires of the deep. And no matter how strange the forms we wear, how warped and wild, how rich and rare, how changed we've made the seed we've sown. We are blood of those whose singing rose from the body of the ship of stone. And there our own ship's frames were formed to grow blue glowing wings and spread them wide to the farthest tide where the last lone beacon sings. And no matter how tight the net they knot of our wheel where the web of light is caught, how strange and lost, how grand they've grown. They too desire all heaven's fire, our companions since the ship of stone. Where the air shone blue, whose holds birds flew, whose decks were growing green. And no matter how odd these things may seem, as madly mazed as shards of dream, they are not a dream that you dream alone. All ships, all men are of one kin, left the ship.